Hello, this is Transformers fan G138, and I'm here with a video review of Transformers Generations. Don't really know if I want to still call it Fall of Cybertron or not, but Generations Impactor. So, I just got this in today, played with it a couple times. It's awesome. I like it. The vehicle form, not great. I mean, yeah, but being the first Impactor toy actually to exist, this is really good. And it's official Hasbro, I mean, really. So, its basic feature is this ridiculous missile launcher. It fires okay. Not the greatest, not the worst. Worst, something like that. They kind of try to make it look like his hook type thing on his hand, because this mold has been previously used in this guy, which that was Onslaught from the Bruticus Combiner. Yeah. So, essentially this is a repaint of Onslaught with retooling, extra weapon. Kind of like Fall of Cybertron Magnus was a mod of Optimus. As far as like wheel spinning, the back wheels are okay. They're kind of just plugged in, friction held in. These front wheels do not spin well at all, because it's actually the rim that spins and not the entire wheel. But yeah, so you can take this missile launcher off, and you end up with the same weapon that came with Onslaught on the top, which you can also remove, and you get arms. So he's not the best looking vehicle, but again, it's supposed to be Cybertronian-esque. So for transformation, basically you start with the arms here. Plug them all the way down. Go back here, split these so this becomes unpegged. And we want to take this whole section, rotate it down. We want to take this giant head and push it up and down, revealing the head here. Adjust the camera a bit. Next, we want to pull this up and plug these into the back here, like that, just to get it out of the way. Then we'll flip this around, both sides, forming the legs. Pretty easy transformation. Then the arms, rotate this up, pull these out. And you gotta be careful of this. I might have mentioned this on the Onslaught review, but in case I didn't. These are on really nice and tight hinges. Ratchet hinges, I guess. I really don't know what you would call those, unfortunately. But unless you're applying pressure here, as well as here, these arms like to pop out of the ball and socket joints at the elbows. So, we have Impactor, and I keep popping this arm off. So that would be a negative. So, there we go. We have the first ever Hasbro figure of Impactor, which is just downright awesome, because I like Impactor. However, he's missing his like claw stabby thing. And he's missing his shoulder cannon. And I found this online. I would have noticed it eventually, but his chest and head colors are swapped. His chest should be this weird bluish purple thing, and his head should be the orange-yellow color. So overall, not bad. You got an Autobot symbol here. You got a unique Autobot symbol up here. New head sculpt, and actually, minus being a different color, looks really, really identical to the IDW comic book. And, yeah, it's pretty good. So, I think this is a pretty successful figure, in my opinion. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be on my bookshelf next to Cup and, of course, Springer, the other co-leaders of the Wreckers. I literally have a shelf for nothing but Wreckers characters, and this guy is going in it, as well as the rest of the set. So, yeah. This, like the Onslaught here, do a quick comparison as well, is also a combiner, so I'll show that off in a different video review. I'll review Reunation, the combiner mode, after I get done the individual reviews. Let's see here. So, essentially, you got the same figure, basically. Just paint is applied in different places, new head sculpt, an additional weapon. Now, they did attempt to solve the hand issue a little bit by making his hand, when you put it in his gun, sink into the cannon. So his hand is gone. But the sheer bulkiness of this thing just totally negates it. So I'm probably going to do something up on the computer and have it 3D printed. Probably there's enough pegs on this guy's back that I can figure out a shoulder cannon too. Whenever I get around to it. Missile fires and goes across the room. But yeah, so essentially that's that. You can, however, attach this to the bottom of the gun to store it. So it literally covers the bottom of his hand, so you can't remove this. Or you can, of course, put it in his other hand. So he's got two really weird looking weapons. Actually, this one's not so bad as an actual weapon, not as his replacement claw. That being said, I still don't like the missile head, but whatever. So, it's not bad. I like the figure. It doesn't... It's Impactor. Impactor. It is. It works. I like it. It's his character. And honestly, this guy really works well as Onslaught. Just because, you know, his body type, his look, it's awesome. However, I never see him in this mode because I have two sets of Bruticus. I have the retail version and the Generation 2 version. And they're always in Bruticus mode. This one I'm never going to have in Reunation mode, so I'm happy that I can actually appreciate the figure form of these. I mean, I could display them individually, but whatever. I still have the same problem as Onslaught. His back is a little hollow. It's actually not as bad as some of the others. Yeah. Still see the head there. The way he comes packaged is the head is actually turned around, which is incorrect, because otherwise it doesn't fit in there properly. But whatever. It works. I like it. Recommend it. I probably paid a little much for it, personally. But, hey. If this guy shows up at retail, whatever. Good. I just wanted the whole set, so I didn't want to take the chance. And my stores around here get one box of each wave, which means any given store will only have one of every one of these guys. They're not going to do restocks. That's if they even carry this wave, because they tend to like skip every other wave now, for whatever reason. So, yes. So, like I said, this guy also combines, so I'll go ahead and do the combined form of this guy. So, to start off, you just want to flip this up and up like you would if you were going to turn them. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, sorry, I'm going to do the articulation. So head's on a nice ball and socket joint. You can look down, around. A little hard to do up, but can be done. He's got a nice, tough ratchet joint here in the hip, as well as here. The heavy-duty ones for the combined mode. It's got a nice friction hinge here for the knee. Doesn't quite go 90 degrees, but still not bad. And unfortunately, there's no movement in the feet, so positioning gets a little strange when you're trying to do some poses. But, you know, you can still get some cool ones. In addition to that, he's got movement up here in the shoulder due to transformation. Ball and socket joint here. Hinge. Nice and stiff, so you can have him hold something heavy, and it's not going to affect him at all. The shoulder hinges are nice and solid. Also, if you do display these guys near each other in this mode, you could always just flip these up and give them a little bit different look. I mean, I don't know why you would, but you could. Or you could just take them off. I don't know if that would help one way or the other. But, just an idea. Displayable option. So, so some people have complained about the Allspark blue on him. Yes, that is Allspark blue, by the way. I have verified that. I don't mind it. It's subtle enough on these guys that I honestly don't mind. They actually look like the glowy energon thingies. I could do it without it on the head, and I could do it, you know, the head maybe painted right. But overall, not bad. Really like the figure. I like this guy's mold. I like the looks of his robot mode. So I don't mind this as Impactor. Would I have preferred a more accurate one? Yes. This guy's not bad. I say if you have the extra cash, go for him, because this is the only official Impactor figure we're probably ever going to see. For at least now. Unless this guy sells phenomenally well, then Hasbro will probably do a more accurate one. Hence why we have like 50 different Springers, and we finally got one that's a triple changer. Yeah, see. So, now I will do the combined mode transformation. This guy only has one version. Plus, I'm just going to do this the way they say on the back of the box. So, the configuration anyway. So, fold up the legs like you were going to put them back in vehicle mode. Pull this down. Rotate this around. Plug this up here. Then we want to take this, push it down, snap it in place, rotate the head around. And somebody made a reference online that says this head, it's hard for me to focus while in a video, looks like Overlords a little. And I will admit it does, except for the face. It's a little, what's the word I'm looking for? A little homage, I'm sure, because the Last Stand of the Wreckers pretty much fought. Take the arm around, and you have him grab these pegs on his back. Like this. And there you have it ready for combiner mode. Yes, so in this mode, you really don't have, you can make the leg go back, but it's really hard to make it go forward. So a little nice trick I learned on my Bruticus is if you pull this out just a bit so it's not touching this peg back here, you can actually use the knee joint as your leg forward. And for leg back, you use the heavy hinge in the back. If you have a stable shelf, which I don't, so I will keep it plugged in. Otherwise, you know, a little crash, break. Oh, and these go up too. I forget about those. And then these just adjust. Like that. So that's that. It's my video review on Impactor from the Generations toy line. I say get them if you like the Wreckers. I happen to be a slight Wrecker fan, and I'm attempting to get as many Wrecker figures as possible. So I got the entire wave, minus the variants of Optimus, Jazz, and I don't know if Shockwave ended up being a variant or not. But Optimus and Jazz definitely are slightly variants. The packages also, I don't have them with me, but the packages also just seem more dull. I haven't compared them to anything yet, so, Anyway, Impactor, recommend it. And that concludes my video review. Thanks for watching.